Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your host, Dharam Singh, and I am here to talk about very interesting topics with my friend, my student, my PgMP student, and now PfMP student, Manuel Lopez. Welcome, Manuel.
Thank you, Dharam.
Yeah, so he attended my group mentoring program with PgMP and then did his, passed his PgMP exam on 26th of November with flying colors. I'm very, very happy for his result. So he deserved it, his success, and he learned a lot. And I thought it's a good idea to bring him here in this, in this scenario, in this kind of situation, where I will ask him several questions, and he will respond to those, and he will add more value to you guys. And and you feel free to ask questions, guys. There's a question pad, and anything you feel like related to the topics we have today, or anything PgMP, PfMP. If you ask me question, I will be more than happy to answer your questions as well. So with no further delays, probably know me. I am Dharam Singh, and I'm into teaching project program portfolio managers. So far, 365 PgMPs, and that's around 11% of global number. I'm very happy with this number. Should I be stopping here? No, it's going to grow faster than I thought, or you going to think. A lot of people are showing interest. They're coming and seeking my guidance. I'm very happy with that. And the PfMP portfolio management, which many people have done this. So at the moment, I have 77 PfMPs, all passed with above target. So I'm very happy to see that not only passed with they passed with above target. So with this kind of I'm happy that the teaching and training I built, the structure I built, it's working. And Manuel also joined my PfMP program, so he attended the last week's program, so he can talk about it. The reason he's coming back, that tells you that yes, he loved my program and he wanted to continue to learn from me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dharam. Nice to be here. It was a great chance to learn from you. It was a great opportunity to not only learn from your experience, but also for the knowledge that you share with us and the experience that we have with you and the other colleagues that joined those programs. It was a great opportunity for me, and also I know and discovered several things that you don't find out easily on the standard, because you have read the standard. I have read it a couple of times before I joined your program, but when I started learning or attending your classes, it was totally different knowledge for me, because even though I have read it, the topics that were included, you were mentioning something from a different kind of view, different approach that I haven't seen it. So I'm pretty sure that you do a great work and a great job helping us to focus our experience, our knowledge, to learn the important things. And most important on this is to apply our experience to learn better the topics. And at the end, to have a better tools to apply those topics, those theory into the practical thing. Because that's the other great challenge that we have. Okay, now you're a PgMP, but how you're applying? If you're not applying, if you're not using, if you are not sharing that knowledge, for me, it's useless. And thank you. I really appreciate all the job that you do. It's an amazing job. And if, I will say that every people that can join your classes, they will have a great, not a surprise, a great experience working with you.
Thank you for the kind words. So it's not about me; it's about you today to explain and to give back to the community. So, guys, it is this was started long time back when I invited some of the industry leaders, some of the known faces, and my students, PgMP, PfMP students. So I think I have now more than 60 or 70 videos, the webinars, such big webinars. If you are not joined, please make sure you go and look onto YouTube, and you'll find some interesting topics, just like this topic, today's topic. several people have contributed, so keep learning from them. So I'm very happy, and I'm privileged to have so many people coming and putting their hand up and say, yep, Dharam, I'm here to contribute. And they also learn in this process, and I get to learn from them as well, of course, for free. And you also get to learn from them. So this is all win-win situation for all of us. So with no further delays, let me introduce Manuel. He is coming from Mexico. Mexico is a beautiful place, somewhere between Latin America, lesser part of Latin America actually, South America and North America. It's very close to North America actually. I think where I am is very close. Anyway, so one day you might see me in Mexico, roaming around. So Manuel, yeah, great. So yeah, as I said, Manuel passed the exam, PgMP exam on 26th of November, and he was dedicated, he's committed, he's focused, and he was very driven to achieve the success. So I'm very happy to have students like him, and working hard and prepare and go and pass the exam. So Manuel is a solution-focused IT professional with more than 15 years experience in IT leadership position. You have led large-scale technology programs and projects within US and Latin America region, starting from design to implementation, serving as a liaison with executives and technology team. And your role is instrumental in dissecting complex problems, devising iterative processes, and leading end-to-end change management. So currently you are Global Portfolio Director at Thrapezium, and that's a Mexican-based company. So I'm sure you're doing great job in future, as you've done in past. So my best wishes for you, and I think this is enough for you to introduce, and you can talk more about yourself, if you want to say a few more words.
So thank you, Dharam. I would say that, yes, I have 17 years of experience managing projects, programs, and portfolios. I've had the opportunity to manage those in Mexico, the US, and in Latin America region. So that I have seen several changes, and I have seen several issues, and surprisingly, we have the same issues, because sometimes we think that, well, we are having the unique problems, but no, the US, Latin America, we have similar problems when managing all of the projects. As many people say, we now are living in a project economy. So all challenges, the risk that we are living right now, it's kind of similar. So, but that is key.
Great, thank you very much. And people who are interested in learning more about PgMP and PfMP, I've already shared link to the YouTube, my YouTube channel, the two links on the chat. So please feel free to use them and learn from them. So yeah, please watch those videos and learn from them. And if you have any questions, clarification, please feel free to book some time and discuss with me. I'll be more than happy to take you through the journey, or at least explain it to you. No, there's no obligation. You talk to me, not only PgMP, PfMP, or anything you like, interesting thing. Of course, it has to be relevant, and it has to make sense to you, and should not be wasting your time, my time. Anyway, so and later on, I will be giving you a code, PDU code, so you will be able to claim one free PDU, and if you cannot, I will put that on chat, and people watching the video, they will also you can ask me at late, via email that please, if you watch the video, I will be able to share the PDU code. So yeah, that's enough for intro, and I have, as I said, I have set of questions for you, Emmanuel, and I will ask you, and based on your experience and your expertise, please answer them. And people have opportunity to ask questions and further questions or anything. So please feel free to put your questions on the question pad. Or okay, so my first question for you, Manuel, especially because you're coming from Latin America, so you know more about that compared to other people outside of Latin America. How are Latin American companies primed with digital transformation. So everybody talking digital transformation everywhere, somewhere one flavor or other. But what is happening in Latin America? How the companies are dealing with digital transformation?
Well, this is an interesting question, Dharam. As many companies around the world, we are facing those new technology challenges because we saw many opportunities on all of the technologies that are being implemented in the companies, and some of them are very new to the companies. And with the COVID-19 pandemic that we were living, so as many people around the world, we need to be forced to implement some of them and to change the way we work before. Why? Because before the pandemic, many people that were outside the IT, in the IT teams, they were not understand working from home or working from another part. And now we need to work. It doesn't matter what you do. You need to work. So that was
Exactly.
the first thing that you need to learn in a different way. So, and the other challenge that you have is, okay, now we are working from home, but we have several other things to do inside your place, because sometimes some people has family, some people has another things to do, and so to be compromised on this, and you need to provide value to the organization. So now, uh, with the approach that many companies have previous that say, okay, let's work in waterfall, but what about agile? Many people were trying to implement in agile in their companies, but they were really providing any value to those companies. They really be ready for the transformation or to change or the mindset. I will say that they were in the path. Maybe they were not ready. And on the digital transformation side, I will say that many people were trying to make a digitalization of the process. They were not changing the way they provide value to the final customer, to the organization. And with all of those factors that we have, we need to change. And some of them were ready, especially for the companies, the big companies. The big companies, they know that there were some technologies that they need to be testing, or sometimes the global companies put the direction because they need to follow what the global organization said. But some of the companies that are not ready, or that they were not global, they were needed to start looking for those opportunities on those sites, on those technologies. So I will say that many companies are ready. Do they need to start looking for those opportunities they need to implement? And with this pandemic that we are facing, we need to start uh, finding new ways to do to do the things that we do, to do the job that we do, to do all the effort that we are doing. So, and with this opportunity also, we have some of the content that we have around internet, So right now we have the opportunity to learn from different people around the world, because before the pandemic, we were, we need to, if we wanted to learn something, many people, the only way that they have, the only way that they think about it was to attend a class, a physical class. And now we know that we can attend a class in the US, Europe, anytime. We have that opportunity. And with all of these factors, the companies have all of the tools and the people just to be ready for this transformation, because now we can learn from different people. We can know and we can know what the other people is saying around the world, and specifically for Latin America. Sometimes there is not enough money, or the investments are not ready, but we now know what the other people is doing around the world. So I will say that we are ready to do that path. Some of them are starting funding, big data, AI, machine learning, some of the technologies that blockchain. So we have those opportunities to implement those kind of technologies in the companies, and we will be ready to not only to provide value, to continue to be competitive with other companies.
Exactly. And a good. Thank you for giving us the view what's happening in the Latin America and the importance of digital transformation. So guys, digital transformation is happening, is here, and it's very important for you, your company, to take the journey as soon as possible, so you can start benefiting from some of the new technologies or centralized management of data or information in one place. People can be working from anywhere in the world, and they can be, your company can still grow with the help of good tools. There are several tools available in the market, but there are only few tools can give you the full connection, full automation. So if you are looking for something like this, and definitely reach out to me. I do have access to, or I have partnered with a company. They have built a fully automated product which can help the digital transformation happening within 7 days, even faster. Anyway,
Yeah,
so that's what.
yeah, exactly. Because sometimes the people just trying to implement some tools because they are popular. But
Yeah.
but do we really need that exact tool? Sometimes we don't have to select the proper tool, because sometimes now everywhere you are listening machine learning, AI, Internet of
Yeah.
Things. But how do you take advantage of that? Because it's not only implement, you need to have a solid business case. Because if you are not trying to solve a specific business case or something to provide value to the business, so there is no way to do that. Because it doesn't matter. You can have the better technology, but you are not, if
Yeah.
you are not solving any specific, say, so let's say something, for example, if you are trying to implement machine learning just to try to, I don't know, to let's say some accounting reports. Oh,
Mm.
maybe it doesn't provide any value for you. If you need to implement those for make decisions, to analyze information, to predict some of the behaviors. But this is the bad thing when you just implement technology just for implementing, because it is popular, because
Mm.
you know that somebody else were implementing, or somebody else selected that technology. No, you need to have a solid business case. You need to define where you're going to try to solve, why are you planning. So, and also, do you have the money to do that? Because if
Yeah.
not, it's going to be useless. It's not just implement for implement.
Yeah. And one thing you mentioned, Manuel, like people sometimes go with a brand, the name, existing brand, SAP, Salesforce, and you need to see whether this product or the company will able to solve my problem, my pain points. Sometimes we end up having more problem because we having multiple systems. Now we have to make sure they are connected with each other. Data is transferred from here and there, so that can be even bigger headache and more money going out of the company. So you need to optimize the best way to utilize the money, available money, so you can focus more on your day-to-day operation rather than worrying about another system, another software.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's part of the confusion on the people, right? Because, digital transformation is to change the way you provide value. It's not just
Exactly.
digitalize the process. Because sometimes, as you said, you are trying to implement something that is not gonna be resolved anything, or it's gonna be resolved, let's say, 20% of the problem, but the other 80% is gonna give you more headaches. No, I used to have a boss long time ago who said, okay, first try to solve the problem with zero investment.
Zero
Try to
investment.
find,
Okay.
yeah, trying to find to find a solution with zero investment. Once you have that solution, you can continue improving the solution, and maybe you can start thinking on what are the possible solutions for that, and if you have any tool or any application that can help you to enhance or to improve that process or to that task. Because if not, you just are implementing for implementing, and maybe you would be wasting your money.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So, I agree on that. But yeah, sometimes if we try to keep, thinking, okay, let me solve my problem by myself, and it may be better to give that work to somebody who already know how to do the things. So yes, there's some investment required, and you can talk about that. Anyway, so that's one option you have. So if you need some assistance, guidance on that, we can talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can always have also an expert comment from external consultants. Or many other people as me that have consulting companies. We can help you to solve your problem, because all the time you are in a day-to-day operations. Yeah, So
Yeah.
I was talking about zero investment. I was regarding the tools, but yeah, you can help all the time. You can get help from outsiders, because maybe you are not seeing something that the other people have seen in other companies.
Exactly. It's sometimes when you're too much focused on yourself, you don't see what is not right in you, because you think I think I'm perfect. Then you look
Yeah,
ask your partner or your family or your colleague. They say, you know what, you're great, but there's room for improvement.
yeah, absolutely. And the people that have had the opportunity to work in the different industries, we can help them for sure. Uh, some of the to solve some of the problems that you may have or you may be facing, because
Yeah.
sometimes you say, okay, you can know nobody understands because we are unique. No, we
Oh
have
yeah.
seen that kind of problems. For sure, we will be very happy to help you to solve any kind of problem that you may be facing.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Manuel, for detailed discussion. I'm very happy with this discussion. So let me ask you the next question, and this is to do with the VUCA environment we are in. How can an organization facing uncertainties specifically respond to the VUCA environment? And VUCA probably, you know that, is volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So, and how critical is the organization agility in these conditions? So, being agility is very, very important nowadays.
Yeah. I consider is that if you are not going agile yet, well, you are losing a great opportunity to provide value to the business. And in those kinds of situations, I was talking before about the COVID-19 situation. Now we need to provide value to solve problems faster. So it was during the pandemic when all of this started. So many companies they wasn't prepared, and now they need to provide a solution very fast, because let's say with no preparation, they need to start working from home and they need to change the way they were working. So I will say that it is funny because it's aligned with theory. You need to be aligned with strategic alignment. We need to be aligned with the goals of the company. And the
Yes.
faster you get a solution, or you provide a solution, or something valuable to the organization, the faster, the better for you and for the organization. Why? Because it's not only because it says on the theory, it's because you need to help your business, you need to help your coworkers, your teams to work in a different way, and just to solve any situation. So I will say that in the meantime that you are aligned with the priorities and the goals that the company has, you will be successful. And right now, the business cannot wait 3, 4, 1 month, 1 year to have a solution. So you need to provide the best solution in the shortest time. So
Exactly.
yeah, maybe it's not a complete product. Maybe it's not you will not be solving all of the problems at once. But if you start solving one of the problems, maybe we can start building from that, because sometimes we want to build the best product, the best
Mm.
that will solve all of the problems that we have on the company. Yeah, maybe, but how long it will take for you to implement that? One
Yes.
year, 2 years, 5 years? I don't know. Even though, how many time it will take for you to define what are all the problems? You don't need to solve all the problems at once. You need to solve at least one problem, and you need to start working on that. And also, so agile can help you to provide value, to work in a different, provide value faster, to work in a different way. And now, because sometimes your teammate or your coworkers, maybe they are not on the same physical location anymore, because now we are working virtually, and now we need to be more focused, and we need to be more productive in less time. We need to learn, because if we haven't learned it yet, we need to start learning on how to solve that kind of situations. And let's say, okay, guys, let's resolve one problem, let's fix or let's improve, let's implement something that will provide value to the organization. So on these, on these times of volatility, uncertainty, so the best thing that we can have, or the best thing that we can do, is be aligned with the business. If we don't know what are the strategic goals, or the strategic objectives of the company, we need to start asking that, because we are used to get, okay, this is not my job. Okay, this is something for the top management. But no, it doesn't matter at what level you are. You need to know what are you helping to achieve. It doesn't matter what kind of operation or what kind of project you are participating right now. You need to be sure that all of your job is aligned with a strategic goal that will help you to provide. Maybe for you it will be a small, but everything is built on small pieces. Every job that we do will help to provide that value, and we can help the companies to be successful.
Yeah, perfect. Great. Very, very nicely answered my question. So one thing I like that you said, instead of waiting the full product to be ready, you can start delivering the piece by piece. Yeah, and I think that's where that's where we get the faster value. And you can release the product in the market. You know that it's not fully prepared, fully ready, but at least you start getting some benefit out of it. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, and don't wait till end. Fully tested product. Yeah, of course, we need to see the benefit, cost, benefit or risk involved in this. You can't just release, something to the market, to a customer, which is not tested at all. That particular module has to be very well tested, and you are very confident. Then let people use it. They will provide you feedback and keep it on top of it.
yeah, absolutely. Totally agree, because specifically, you wanted to do, let's say, a full cycle of testing, and
Mm.
many people think that, let's say, agile doesn't include testing. No, agile doesn't mean that. Agile will help you to get feedback as soon as possible.
Okay.
So that's
Good
why we
enough.
are talking. Get feedback, not provide something that is not working.
Perfect. Good. Good. Thank you. And guys, if you feel like you asking question, you can write your question on the question pad. Unfortunately, unlike in Zoom where you can ask the question directly, but here you can only type your question. So feel free to type your question whenever you like. All right, Manuel, I have third question for you. What key role does a program manager play while modernizing the organization? In the process, in the harnesses your technology, talent, and the processes, collaboration.
Well, I will say that the program managers, with experience, and with the help of all of the theory that you learn from different colleagues, I will say that we are a key role on those implementation, because we need to you are not managing just a project, you're managing a program that at the end is to provide value to an organization and to sustain that value and align with the strategic goal. I will say that we are really. I will try to define something like a business value person, because as a program manager, you can help to leverage all of the process that you may have that you may have in the company. It's very surprising that I have seen many companies having uh, a great project management methodology, several processes, business processes, but you cannot, for any reasons, the people are not taking advantage of that. As a program manager, you can take advantage of those existing processes. You can leverage, you can promote those kind of processes, improvement to the processes, and also you can eliminate those processes that are not providing real value to that.
Yeah.
And with technology, also right now, we are using technology to do almost everything. And if we don't take advantage of that, also it will not provide any value. So I was thinking the other day about, for example, the boards. So if you were implementing Agile, maybe you were using a physical board, and now it's not needed anymore. You are a tool that can help you to do that. So as a program manager, you can help the people and the organization to leverage all of these. So for me, the role of program managers sometimes in some industries are not really understood. So or for some of them are not managing the projects sometimes as a program, because they haven't identified they can have a better result if they are managing as a program. And it's not because they don't want to do so. It's because sometimes they are missing some key person that can help them to organize those. A program manager is a very expertise guy, not only in managing programs, but in providing value, in helping the teams to provide value. Because at the end, all of the initiatives and the projects that the different companies are running, the final end is to maximize the value or to provide a new product for the customers, something that will help you to maintain or sustain your competitive advantage. So the key role for the program manager is to help those organizations to provide value and sustain. Because sometimes we have seen it that just, okay, yeah, we have the result, but it's not sustainable in time, no?
Exactly. Yeah. So, and for people like, and you correctly mentioned, some of the organizations, they don't have the role as a program manager. They don't recognize the role as a program manager. Especially, let's say you go to a construction industry, they call project, even if it's $1 billion work, they still call project or project manager. It's just the way they have been growing, and they have, they never learned the terms of program and program management. So look, people who are thinking that they are program managers, while the designation is anything, you can also apply for PgMP, just in case you think you're doing PgMP. And many times I get a call, hey, Dharam, I am a project manager. I'm managing this project, which is a $650 million project. Can I apply for this PgMP? And when I ask the question, hey, actually you are doing more than a program, because you have so many projects happening, and you have so many people working, so you need to see PMI's way of calling the program and program manager. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's very funny because, as you mentioned, some people are managing sometimes programs, even portfolios, and they didn't realize, because the companies didn't recognize, not because they don't want it, because they don't know that it exists. And many people, as myself, I need to recognize that. It was very funny because when I started managing a program, I didn't know that we have a framework to manage that. So I was managing just in an empiric way. So I was doing what I was thinking that it was the best way to do. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but I needed to learn. So once you have the PgMP certification, it's not gonna be that now you know everything. No, but maybe you will have a framework to apply and to follow the best practices that the PMI suggests to do. And that's the other important thing, that some people get confused on that PMI is not saying you that you need to follow by the book. Every single role that the PMI defines, you need to follow it. No, it's not just a suggestion, and you need, with your experience and with the help of the other experts, you need to decide which ones are best for you, for your company, for the industry, for the team, and at the end, you need to get I will not say result. You need to get value. You need to provide something that will help the company.
Yeah. Very good. Very nice. Yeah. So, and it's not about, and you correctly mentioned, it's not that your company is not doing, because every company has matured differently. And what PMI is bringing, the standard way of doing things, which, they come with a lot of things, terminologies and processes and tasks and activities. But whatever is applicable to you and your company, you're going to take it and apply them. So, and especially when you're going for exam like PgMP or PfMP, you have to think what PMI expect me to do at this stage. That is where you go to get right answer and you get to get the past results.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the PMI suggested to you to do so, right? And it's funny that you mentioned, because sometimes when you are in the exam, you say you are trying to solve the issue. Sometimes when you get some situational questions, immediately you start saying, "Okay, I will solve it." No, let's wait. Maybe yes, you need to solve it, but maybe you need to do something else. For example, report, register, or something. Communicate with the different stakeholders. You don't have to solve it immediately, and sometimes we forget that.
Yeah, follow the process.
Yeah,
exactly. Good. Thank you. And that shows, Manuel, what you have, when you started and you learn a lot in the process, and you have learned really a lot, and your language has changed, the way you're expressing your, the programs and all kind of things, it is big difference. Good.
Yeah, absolutely. And that helped you to provide trust to your stakeholders and to your sponsors, because now they know that they are working, or they are having a person that not only have the experience, but also have some knowledge.
Exactly. All right, good. Thank you. So, Manuel, I have another question for you. How to keep stakeholder responsibilities clear and manageable, and expectation transparent in ensuring the project or program success?
Okay, well, I will say that this is something that it is saying in the books, but you always have to have it in the practice. Communication and align with the strategic goals, as I said, explained it before. It is very funny because sometimes I don't know, I really don't know the reason, and I haven't had any explanation on that, because I have seen many good project managers, excellent project managers, who doesn't want to give bad news, because they think that they are doing they are not doing a good job. I don't know why, but I have seen that many people say that if the project or the program is in trouble, or they need to say, to give a bad news to the customers, or to the stakeholders, or to the sponsors, sometimes they try to delay that communication until we have a better thing to communicate. But no, that's not working. That's not because you are doing a bad job. It's because you are facing risk, you are facing an issue, or you are facing something that was not planned. If you continue, your stakeholders, your sponsors, communicate it, if you are being transparent to them, if you are being honest with them, and if you are communicating and you are managing correctly the risk, uh, I will say that you will have engagement from the different stakeholders and from the different people. And most important, you need to have trust. The only way to have trust in the company is to be honest and clear and communicated. So
Yeah.
it is funny because maybe it's the most basic thing that you need to do, or as a project manager or as a person. But it's the thing that many people avoid to do.
Yeah, unconsciously they do, yes, you're right, they don't want to look bad in front of the stakeholders. So they try to, as you then wait for the better opportunity. The problem with that is, if they come to know about that problem from some other person in the program or a project, then your trust, they lost your trust. They will say, hang on, I should be hearing this from the project or program manager, not from the some other developer or team manager, team person. So that's where the loss of trust happen. So your job is to keep them informed, and of course the way you have to present, you need to see that, and seek their guidance. Because if you keep the problem within you, then you're not solving anything. Maybe there's somebody in the stakeholder group, and they may know how to solve this problem quicker, better, faster, getting the right team. Why don't you talk to these people, that people, and you solve the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Sometimes we think, and some people think that when you escalate a problem with with your board or with your stakeholder, with your sponsor, it's a bad thing. But no, maybe it can help you to prioritize the things. Maybe they are giving different priorities or different directions.
Yeah.
So the people and the sponsors, even though the managers, they are for you, for help you. So if you
Exactly.
need to say, hey, I need help, it is not a bad thing. It's the best thing that you can do. You don't know everything. The best thing
Yeah.
that you can do is, hey guys, I need help. If you need
Yeah.
help, you need
Exactly.
help. The people will be very happy to help you.
Yeah, that's right. The people are there to help you. Don't feel that they are here to sit, criticize you or always look for, finding faults in you. Yes, it's about not about you. It's about the organization, the program, and the client. You're giving value to them, and if you are hiding something or if you're not responding to their requirements or requests, then you may, as I said, lose the trust, and that can be a
Yeah,
very bad thing for you.
yeah, absolutely. As many people have seen and may have faced. So the trust is something that is very hard to get, but it's very easy to
Yeah.
lost.
Exactly. So, guys, I don't know if you have, if you see the question pad or not. I've not seen any questions so far. Maybe you're already finding everything you're looking for. But if you see that, if you feel that some question you need to ask, feel free to ask the question. Anyway, all
Maybe
right,
we are explaining very well.
that's right. Well, yeah, that's why they so engaging. You don't have to worry about asking questions. Anyway, that's up to you. But I'm letting you know you have a opportunity to ask questions. All right, Manuel, until that time, I will keep asking you questions. So my next question for you is whether Latin American companies focuses on developing soft and hard capabilities in leaders at all levels to drive transformation.
Yeah,
What do you
okay, thank you, Dharam. I would say that in this at these times, it's not only required; it's only needed. So
think?
I have seen many companies that right now are investing in helping the people to get better, because many of us have seen or have been at home for many times.
Mhm.
So just to go out for the minimal. So some of the people, because of the government restrictions, some of the people because it was an own decision or a self decision. So and now they are investing in the soft skills. I have seen many companies implementing yoga classes, implementing some kind of exercises. So that has helped to the mental health for all the people. So and now the company started realizing that they need to do so. because they cannot let the people by themselves. And so, and also on the hard skill side, as I said before, that's impressing the number of availability courses that now we have access to, because
Mm.
right now you can be attending any class in any part of the world. So the companies right now have realized that they need to invest in the people to have to be, let's say, to be comfortable with the situations, let be comfortable with the job that they do and with the skills. And now, we are facing another kind of situations, because with many devices or many people working from outside the company, also they need to invest in security, because also all of the
Yeah.
breaches that we have on that side is massive. So they need to invest on hard skills, on prepare prepare the people and the personnel just to face those kind of challenges. So uh, right now, the training or to prepare or develop the skills for the people on the soft and the hard side is not only, I will say, that's not only desirable, it's mandatory, because if you are let's say top executive or you're owner of your company, you know that you need to develop, be starting developing your people. You need to help them, because if
Yeah.
not, well, you will have another one that is doing, and you will
Yeah.
lose that kind of people. So right now is something that, yeah, if the companies are not doing, and I don't know any company that hasn't been doing yet or is not doing yet, is not doing. Most of the companies are doing that, but it is important. It's mandatory, because you know uh, it's not only a matter of requirements. It's a matter of health, because you need to
Exactly.
continue learning, and you need to, let's say, you have a distraction, because you cannot be working all the time, because also that have another issue that the companies are facing, because
Yeah.
sometimes you spend 6, 8, 10 hours at work
Yeah.
working. But no, you need to have something different, because at the end you're a person. You have a life. You need
Yeah.
you have needs. So, and with the soft training that some companies are implementing, they help you to be more productive, to be to have your to keep your health.
Exactly. So no, it's a very important point. And no, sometimes if you ask somebody, say, you know what, if I train my staff, they will go to my competitor, or they will, go to other jobs. And the argument is, if you don't train them, you have to live with them, with untrained people, for the rest of your life. So, when you train, maybe some of them may leave, but some of them who are trained and now they can be more productive, and you can get better results.
Yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely. Sorry. Okay.
perfect, perfect. All right, so guys, I have put the PDU code, course identifier, and PDU claim code on the chat. If you are, can you please check and ensure that you have captured that PDU code for yourself, and the people who are watching and not looking at the moment. So please reach out to me, send me an email, and I will give you the PDU code for you. And generally, the PDU code stays alive for 1 year. If you're watching this video after 1 year, you will not be able to claim anything. So it's the 22nd, 2nd of February 2022, and anyway. So yeah, you reach out to me if you have any problem with the PDU code. All right. So I have another question for you, Manuel. Making a change to an IT system, especially in a corporate with a large number of users, poses a big risk. So PM as per PMI, how effectively are change management and risk mitigation handled by Latin America and US companies? So,
Well, that's an interesting question, because sometimes as a responsible for a project, from a program, from a portfolio, it is funny because sometimes we forget to manage the risk, because we are very interested in providing any value and to solve any situation that we have, that we forget that the risk is something that we managing on the entire life cycle of the project, the program, or the portfolio. So I will say that the Latin America and the US companies sometimes are facing several risks that we don't uh, we don't maintain a risk log, a risk register updated. It's funny
Mm-hmm.
because I have seen several projects in different companies in which you say, okay, hey guys, please show me your risk register, and review them and say, okay, this risk is closed, this risk is closed, this one no longer applies. And what about the new risk that you have? I mean, and in many companies, they for any reasons, the people forget to continue doing that task and that important thing, because you need to be prepared for a risk that you may be facing. And even though maybe you are facing something that was not planned, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's
Mm-hmm.
part of the job, but you need to be prepared, or you need to be ready in case that you're facing something that you already know, because if not, then you will be having trouble on resolve the things or on providing value. And regarding the change management, it is funny how many companies still having some of the problems that we were facing before, saying, okay, we have done this before like this for many years, so there is no reason why to change. And we continue having those kind of situations. And the best thing that you can do is again, well, continue communicate it. You need to explain to the people on why are you implementing this, or why are you doing this, or why the top management decided to go in a different direction that they were used to. So if you explain, if you communicate with the people, if you keep a record on what's going on, you will get support from the people. So it is easy when we are suggesting this, but when you're facing a problem, let's say you are facing a person that has 10, 15, 20 years doing uh, one task in the same way, it's very difficult to accept a change on that. But if you explain what are going to be the benefits and how it's going to be, if this person or the company, how it's going to be benefit on the change, they
Yeah.
will help you. This help you. But at the end, you don't have to say this is an order. No, it's not a mandatory thing. It's okay. You can explain it. You will get these benefits. You will get this. Um, maybe your job is gonna change. Maybe the day-to-day task is gonna change. But at the end, you're gonna have benefits on that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, both areas are very important. The way you manage your changes, the way you we're talking organization change management. So, when you bring in new system or new process, so ensuring that the team or the department or people are ready to accept this new change. So for that, you need to work with them from the very beginning so that they are accepting the change and they're ready to work. What do you call? Accept the change and allow you to go through this process of the change management and have the right people doing the change management, organize the right training, hand holding, whatever is required as part of the change management.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes we forget to do that, and it's something that happens very often. So
Mm.
maybe you are changing a system, you're changing some process. You forget to communicate. Maybe you're saying, okay, because you're managing in a bad way the project or the initiative or the program. Yes, but you need to be sure that all of the people that's going to be affected, all of your stakeholders, that the ones that are going to be impacted, are aware of those changes on the benefits. Because if you don't do that, then you will be a resistant, or there will be a resistance from those people.
Okay, so I have a question, or rather two questions from audience. He happened to be my student. Thank you. And he's asking a question around, have you seen demand for program management in Mexico?
Well, no, I would say that in Mexico, the program manager position, I would not say that it's unknown, but I would say that in Mexico, the program manager usually can be the responsible of the projects. And I will say that I have seen many companies that still don't understand the program management role. So maybe it's not responsible of the projects. The program manager is not the one that owns the portfolio, but it's the ones that can help you to get the value. So unfortunately, I have seen several positions, say in program manager, but sometimes it's not understanding as it is as the definition of a program manager.
Yeah. And I have a related question from same person. How easy or hard is to exercise program management in Latin America when 90%, more than 90% do not speak English? I don't think. Yeah. Is it something to do with English or Spanish or? Yeah, you can tell.
No, I would say, as you said, it's not something regarding the language, but it's interesting because I would say I can reply you with a different approach because with the pandemic, there have a lot of companies that are working in a nearshore or a offshore schema. So we have a lot of companies in Mexico working from U.S. clients on Latin America. Also, we have Argentinian companies, Brazil companies providing service and support to the companies. I know that is something that as Latin Americans, we have one of the challenges that we have because yes, many people does not speak English. Yes, you are correct. I will not say that it's 90%. No, I will not say that. But yes, it's sometimes that the people is having that barrier, but is the program management, let's say, practice is not something regarding the language. We don't have a language barrier on that. But also, there are a lot of opportunities for the people that right now are learning English because we have a lot of opportunities to have just not only U.S. customers, but to have people that speak English as a primary language. Because as Dharam said, we are close, at least in Mexico, we are close to the U.S. So we have a lot of interaction with the people in the U.S. And even though that you are not close, Brazilian, Colombian, I have seen a lot of companies working from Colombia, also Colombia, for Argentina, Chile, that provide services to the U.S. So I know there is a challenge from the Latin American people, but I will not say that is preventing to implement technologies or process or frameworks as the program manager or the portfolio manager.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. So I do have a couple more questions, Manuel, and while the time is over, but we'll continue and hopefully people can stay and keep learning. So the question is, do program manager need to start reinventing the core business operating model to anticipate future disruption in their organization? So if you're expecting some disruption, what they should be doing?
Well, I would say that it is funny because as a program manager, you need to be ready for the change.
Yeah.
So I would say that yes, you need to not only to expect, you need to embrace the change because this is not like something else in which you need to just avoid change. No, you need to embrace the change. You need to be ready. And I will say that as a program manager, you need to be implementing something that help you and allow you to respond very quickly to that change. Yes, maybe we will have those changes on the operating model, saying, okay, maybe you will be having one person, one team, one consulting services, something that will be helping you to see those changes that are coming to the industry, to the process, to the companies, to the life, to the economy, because sometimes the change comes from a source that you don't even think about it. So the best example that we have here is the COVID-19. So nobody was expecting a change, or sorry, um, an impact, a change in our life from that. So as a program manager, you will be promoting those changes, even though if you are not facing any aspect or anything that will be impacting your model, you need to try to find out a new ways to do the job, or the new ways to provide value to the company. Even if it's exploring new technologies, maybe if it's exploring something different. So you need to be ready, and you need to be looking for those changes, because the easy thing is just to continue doing the things that you were doing. But as we mentioned before, if you do that, then you will be realizing that you were spending 5, 10 years of your life doing the same things. And with technology, all of this is changing pretty fast, pretty fast.
Yeah.
And you need to not only be ready for the change, you need to look for the change, because what we are saying right now, maybe is tomorrow, or maybe next month, or maybe next year, is no longer valid. So we need to continue preparing ourselves, learning, seeking for help, asking for help. So asking for advice, asking for some guidance from the ones that are doing different things. And the most important thing is to don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the change. So because sometimes and it's normal. Everybody feels afraid of something, and when something new arises, we are afraid of implement, of learn. But if you lose that fear, you will be successful.
Exactly. Good. Thank you. All right. So my last question here is, how can Latin American economies that are not as large as US attract new digital investments? What can you do?
Well, yeah, I would say that's a very tough for the economies to get that. But I will say that right now, many universities, many companies are investing in learn new things. So we have a lot of people that right now is preparing themselves as data science. That they are preparing machine learning in artificial intelligence. So I will say that if we define, or if the companies that are currently working in the different markets on different countries in Latin America, if they continue investing in those kind of knowledge, in those kind of technologies, if they develop the people, at the end they can obtain investment from the different companies in different countries, not only the US, also from Europe, the big markets, the Asian markets.
Yeah.
So we have, we have a lot of requirements from the US clients to get more people prepared on the new technologies, machine learning, Internet of Things, blockchain, because with that we will be in a better position to get those investment. And the other important thing is, as the audience questions, was that let's invest also in learn English and learn another language, because there are some opportunities for the people that speak the English. But if you are right now in Latin America and you don't speak English, you can start learning right now. It doesn't matter that it doesn't matter that you are. Doesn't matter how old you are. You can always, all the time, you can continue learning. So this is a journey, and your journey never ends. So you all the time can learn something new, and you will help the companies and the countries to get those investments. So
Yeah, that's right. Learning language is, you shouldn't be afraid of. especially when your business is with another country like US or English speaking, you need to invest your time into that. So that anyway, so thank you very much for your time and your knowledge and experience. The way you share your knowledge, it was very involving and a lot of things to learn, and I learned a lot. And I'm sure people they learned a lot from this discussion, and they will continue to learn from this discussion. So once again, thank you very much, Manuel. It was really great honor to have you in my webinar series. And thank you.
Thank you, Dharam. I hope the people have had this webinar very helpful for them, because at the end, this is the I would say this is the objective of the knowledge to share with them, right?
Exactly. So guys, keep joining these webinars. I have next program coming up on, I think it's around 17th February. I might have to change the date because of my travel, but very knowledgeable, interesting guy is coming. So please watch for that. His name is Joseph. So I'm sure you're going to learn from him. A lot of things you're going to learn from him. And otherwise, you can go back to the webinar, the previous webinars. People like Britton Warner and many other people have done it. So you will learn from them. So keep learning and keep using this time when you have to stay at home. You can't go out anyway. So why not you learn from the digital learning platform we have in the form of YouTube or LinkedIn or whatever ways. So if you are looking for some certification guidance, whether the certification right way to do, which certification should I do, PgMP, PfMP, PMP, or Scale Agile, yeah, please feel free to book some time with me. I will be more than happy to guide you on that. And and yeah, feel free to connect with Manuel. He will be very happy to have you in his network. And he's running a consulting company and project management consulting company. So if you need his help in running some of the project programs, please reach out to him. And if you're looking for a digital transformation or the digital the platform PMIS or something tool which can help you to bring your organization fast track your digital transformation, you can contact me about that. I'll be more than happy to do a demo or organize a demo for you and get your organization on the digital transformation path very quickly. So once again, thank you very much. I know some of you are joining late night, mid morning, early morning. So whatever it is, your contribution by attending and learning from these sessions is really important. So keep spreading your knowledge, and one day you never know, you can be here sitting next to me and talking about some of the big things you have learned and have been doing. So let me know if you want to be part of this journey. Thank you very much, all of you. It was real, it was good time spent with you, Manuel, and all the people who asked the questions. It was lovely talking with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dharam. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.